sincerely apologize.
What's going on social media? This is Chris Miles from the Chris Miles Show. So it turns out that Stephen A. had to come out and apologize for the interview that he did with that of Sean Hannity over on Fox News. So I have a suggestion, Stephen A. My suggestion to you is for you to simply leave this shit to the real niggas out here. Let the real niggas talk for the people. You understand? Like, the whole point of purpose is, what I want you to understand, Stephen A., is this. When it comes down to really talking about the issues that matter within the community, you all are incapable of talking about those issues. Why? Because there's a disconnect. You didn't say anything wrong, and I think it's safe to say that maybe you got a lot of my talking points. But see, the difference between you, Stephen A., and I don't give a fuck how the NAACP feel or how anybody else out there feels about the truth. The truth has no agenda, Stephen A. The truth is the truth, no matter who likes it or don't like it. You understand? So the bottom line is, you come out, you apologize, you got your relatives, you got your friends, they're coming out saying shit. Listen, man, if you put something out there that's fact, you don't have to apologize for it. 2 + 2 is always 4, no matter who likes it or don't like it. The truth never changed. I get it. You have a huge following on social media. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm a person, I strive to have your following. I do. But I'm not going to compromise my values for a following. I'm not going to do that. So as far as somebody being offended about something Chris Miles will say, if I put it out there, I'm standing on it. And I don't give a fuck how somebody else feels. My truth might not be Stephen A.'s truth or the world's truth. But one thing you have to understand about the fact of the matter is, my truth will identify with somebody else out there who might be going through what I'm talking about. Once again, yes, the people who are putting Donald Trump through all of the things he's going through now, they know for a fact that they put black people through the same process, Stephen A. They understand that. You didn't say anything wrong. And like I say, I think it's safe to say that you might be listening to some of the shit that I'm talking about. But the difference between you and I is that when I put something out there, Stephen A., I'm not backing off what I say. What I say is what I say, and I stand on that. You understand what I'm saying? Can't no relative call me, can't no close friend call me and tell me to change my thought process or change what I've said. I'm not going to apologize for a fuck thing. What I say is what I say. And you have to stand on that. That's the problem. That's the problem. So once again, all of the people out there who is within your circle, oh man, you can't be saying that. It's like you got Al Sharpton and all these other blacks out there now who's painting Donald Trump out to be a villain. But I remember once upon a time called now, it was Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, all of the so-called black leaders who, when they couldn't go to these banking institutions and get finance, they went to Donald Trump and they got the finances that they need to do what it was they needed to do. Now, all of a sudden, Donald Trump is the worst person in the world. He's the worst person in the world. There's videos out there where the current president, that being President Joe Biden, has used the N-word. No one can bring forth a video where Donald Trump has ever used the N-word. But Donald Trump is the most despicable man on the face of the earth, according to public opinion. But you can't give a fuck about what public opinion says, because in most cases, most incidents, public opinion is not always right. Public opinion is telling me that I have to adapt or I have to subside to something that's not a part of my ethos. I can't go with that. So What I'm telling you, Stephen A., in closing, leave the shit to the real niggas out there. Real niggas like me. You understand what I'm saying? You know, you might think you're cut for it, but you ain't cut for this. A lot of us are. We have a track record of indication telling and stating that we're actually cut for the shit that we do. And that's all I'm saying. There's nothing bad about you. I think you're a good guy. I think you mean well, Stephen A. But this ain't, you stick to sports and maybe interviewing Hollywood's elite in these sports individuals out here. Some of us are really connected to the street. Some of us are connected to the shit out here, living this shit. You know what I'm saying? From day to day. You feel me? Yeah. Some of us are out here doing the shit like that. But anyway, I just want to put my spiel on it. If you put something out there, and despite of however society thinks, be strong enough to stand on the shit that you say and not give a fuck about what type of pressure will come. Because realize something. In the process, when you put it out there, not everybody's going to be content or happy with what you said. Me personally, if I put it out there, I don't give a fuck how the world think about it. Because I put it out there. I'm standing on it. I want everybody to think about that. All right? Anybody got any comments? Drop them below. I'm Chris Miles from the Chris Miles Show. The Moving Finger Writes has written, moves on to all of you. Good day.